Hello everyone and welcome back to another video with CryptoNinjas. My name is Dale, your guide through this vast crypto universe. Today we're diving deep into Void, a game changer in the DeFi space that's making cross-chain trading feel effortless. If you're tired of juggling between wallets, paying gas fee, and switching chains just to catch the next trade, well then stick around because this 10-minute breakdown covers everything from what Void is, how it actually works, to why it's a must for serious traders and the juicy details on its native token, Void. Let's jump right in. Before we get into the video, make sure to like and subscribe to CryptoNinjas and use our Binance referral code for 20% off our trading fees for life. Thank you very much. First off, what exactly is Void? Well, at the core, Void is a DeFi super app, an all-in-one dashboard for perpetual futures, spot trading, and even real-world asset like tokenized stocks and commodities for new traders and pro alike. Void was launched back in early 2024 with the V1 version called the Unified Trading Terminal. It has quickly become a perpetual DEX aggregator that pulls liquidity from top platforms at the time, for example, like GMX, Gains Network, Orderly Network, and Ostium. And here's the magic. It works across multiple blockchains seamlessly, like Ethereum, Solana, Arbitrum, Optimism, Base, BNB Chain, and Hyperliquid. You name it, without ever needing to breach assets or deal with the usual DeFi headaches using the account abstraction technology. Well, in the Void Lite mode, that is. Well, yeah, there are two modes, Lite and Pro, which we will talk about in a little bit. Void's mission is to deliver a centralized exchange vibe, smooth, fast, mobile friendly, while keeping everything non custodial. You control your own keys and funds at all times. It's built for everybody, from newbies using social lock-ins to pros with advanced wallets and strategies. Here are some of the key highlights. As of November 2025, Void has hit about $20 billion in cumulative trading volume, about $7.8 billion in 30-day volume, and $300 million in the past 24-hour volume. This is quite marginal compared to Aster or Hyperliquid, which has over $5 billion to even $6-7 billion in just 24-hour volume alone. Void has also onboarded more than 180,000 users or traders worldwide, providing real adoption in a crowded market, but again, quite marginal compared to Aster Hyperliquid top platforms with millions of traders. And the funny thing is, there is nowhere mentioning Void's revenue or fees earned since. Weird because Void has been live for over a year. On the funding side, Void's backed by a strong community-driven approach. They raised $1.25 million from Echo.xyz, later acquired by Coinbase, way back in March 2025. And recently, they raised about $1.5 million from the Cookie Launchpad back in November, early November 2025. But interestingly, this sale, a public sale, was oversubscribed by 3,000%. So the community actually raised about $13 million oversubscribed model. There is no big VC hype here besides Yeezy Labs or previously Binance Labs, which invested quote unquote on Void back in August 2024. All right, let's get some hands on. I'll walk you through how trading on Void works like you're sitting right here with me on my lap. On Void, there are two modes, the Light mode and the Pro mode, which have different mechanisms. First, if you want to trade on Light mode, then you have to sign in. On the top right, click on Sign In and just connect either your socials account like Google or X account or your Web3 wallets like MetaMask, OKX wallet, Trust wallet, whatever it is that you want to use. After signing in, Void will create an embedded wallet powered by account abstraction technology. So there's no seed phrase, no hassle, as you can see right here on the top right, even though my main wallet ends with 8081, but there is an EVM wallet inside embedded that ends with 3D12. This is the account abstraction wallet. And so it also creates another one for me on Solana. Now, if you are not familiar with account abstraction technology, I will suggest Google. But in simple terms, this allows Void to create a unified balance. So you can use that balance and trade across multi-chain, across different protocols without having to bridge. I will show you how it works. So first, you have to deposit your money. click on deposit, and you can choose to deposit either through your very own wallet 8081 or through direct deposit, where if you click on receive, it will show you the networks that you have to select, the asset that you want to deposit, and then the wallet address, which is my account abstraction wallet right here. Just copy and then click on deposit. The deposit should show up right here. This is my account after funding up with like $15. There are several things that you can do on Void. First is the spot. So in this spot, basically you just buy assets. There are stocks, cryptos, mainly. So for the stocks, they are pretty much tokenized version of the stocks, like Apple or Google or Circle. So you can choose either of these stocks and you can purchase them with the money that you just put in. Or you can also trade with crypto. So just select crypto. And as you can see, these are all Solana pairs. And the next tab is derivatives. And this is the most interesting. There are several assets on Void. We have commodities like gold, silver, up to 250x leverage, crypto, Bitcoin, Ethereum, all the major pairs up to 200x leverage. We also have Forex up to 500x leverage, indices up to 100, stocks up to 100x leverage, and then we have some degen stuff for some slow days, I guess, up to 500x leverage. On the right side is your main trading terminal. Now, this you can go either long or short. You can either choose market or limit order. Very simple. This is the price that you see Bitcoin is at. For example, I'm trading on the Bitcoin on the 15-minute chart. This is my available margin. Now, as you can see, it's only showing $5, even though on my unified balance, I have $15. Well, because there's something called the service fee buffer of a minimum $10. This is the minimal required amount that you need to keep in your wallet all the time if you want to trade on the platform. I'm guessing that it's going to be for unexpected fee or slippage amount. So that's why even though I have $15, I can only use $5 of my money. Down here, you can choose your own leverage up to 200x. Let's go with 40x, for example. With this one, you can choose either leverage comfortable with your risk taste. Yeah, you can drag this up if you want more size or drag it down for less size. But the interesting thing about the market order of Void is that once you, let's say, click on 50% of your USD, choose a specific amount, and then there is something called the best offer. Now, what this does is that it finds the best available offer or routes based on specified position details. And this is automatically chosen by the platform. For example, if I click on it, then the best offer for me with this size, with this trade, is on GMX on Arbitrum network. But if I click on show all quotes, then they will show me all available routes and all available platforms for me to choose. And remember, Void is a DEX aggregator. So it basically aggregates all of the different routes from different platforms like KiloX, Ostium, Gains Network, GMX, Hyperliquid, across all of the multi-chain. Look at that, right? Base, Arbitrum, BNB, all the biggest ones. So you can freely choose which route, which platform you want to trade on. So let's go with GMX because, again, it has the best offer. After that, just click on Open Long. As you can see, transaction successful and my order is now in here. If I want, I can click on Close and close position. Everything will close in about a couple of seconds. Then you can go to history to see how your trades has been performing. If the light version aims towards creating a seamless trading experience across chain, then the pro version is for those who want specific trading experience on specific protocols. Let me show you what I mean by that. So on the top right, you're going to see that there is this one right here, which shows you 4 different protocols like Aster, Hyperliquid, Orderly, and Ostium, which the light version doesn't have. This pro version of Void basically aggregates and shows you all different protocols that they support in one single interface. So if you want to trade on Aster and Hyperliquid at the same time, you don't have to juggle between 2 sites, Aster.com or Hyperliquid.com. You can just go to Void and it will show you both platforms. Look at that in one simple interface. That's the strength of Void. Okay, now if you want to start depositing and start trading, then you have to select your specific protocol to deposit money. Okay, and that money cannot be used to trade on another platform. there is no unified balance on the Pro mode. It's only available, look at that, on the light mode. Look at that, available margin, unified balance. Only on light. On Pro, we doesn't have that. We don't have that. So let's say I want to trade on Aster, then just click on Aster and then just click on deposit. Now, I can choose to deposit on Arbitrum, BNB, Ethereum, it doesn't matter, okay? I can choose USDT, USD1, doesn't matter. Just deposit the money, and after you've done so, look at that. I have $17 in USDT on Aster, and it doesn't matter the chain, by the way. I can choose to trade on BNB chain, or I can choose to trade on Arbitrum on Aster, and my trade would go in very fast. Look at that. Let me just open a trade for you real quick on the market order, and then click on open long. And here we go. We're in, right? Look at that instantly. If I want to close, click on close, close position, and it's instant, okay? If you want to trade on Hyperliquid, what then? Now, if you click on Hyperliquid, as you can see, I don't have my $17 anymore. Again, no unified balance, no account abstraction, okay? Now, if I want to trade on Hyperliquid, I have to deposit all over again, okay? Enable trading on Hyperliquid, and then deposit USDC, and then I can trade, okay? And if I want to do a trade on orderly, I have to do the same thing. Same with Ostium. Another difference compared to the light mode is that there are less pairs and less assets on the Pro mode. If you look at the type of assets supported, then you're going to see that there's only crypto. Now, when it comes to the trading fees on Void, it's customized based on different platforms. Again, Void is just a DEX aggregator from these different platforms. So they also have to take these fees from those platforms into consideration. And sometimes Void would take a little bit of a higher fee on top of the existing fee of those platforms. So for example, Void charges a flat $0.2, so which is about 20 cents, plus 0.1% of the collateral amount, not the position size at the time of opening the position. No fees are charged by Void on position closing. On Ostium, same thing, 20 cent, 0.1%. On GMX, same thing, gains on same thing. Now, on the Pro version is a little bit different. On Aster, Void does not apply any additional fees, but they do take a little bit of fees on Hyperliquid, a flat 0.025% for taker and also for maker order. Next, let's talk about the Void token. This is the official white paper from Void. You can find this on their X account, so make sure to check that out. Down here is the Void token nomics as well as the utilities. So the main utility or primary role is governance. So you can vote on different things. Look at that. Coordinate decisions, platform upside, share it, incentivize good usage. There is also a decreased fees in the Void app if you were to hold Void token. Rewards in Void, buyback of Void, higher yield, platform governance participation, earlier access to the new features. All of these has been detailedly written down. So make sure to check that out. Now, in terms of the token allocation, the total token supply is about 1 billion tokens, and about 10.5% of that will be used for the airdrop and community sale. 13.6% for the private community rounds and strategic investors, 17% for contributors, 31% for Void Foundation, and 27.82% for community growth and marketing. All the vesting schedule is also laid down right here, so make sure to check it out. Finally, let's talk about the Void price prediction. Now, Void just had a token sale on Cookie Launchpad powered by Legion.cc, and they were raising at about $112.5 million in FTV, looking to raise about $1.2 million in USDC. This sale was oversubscribed by 3,000% with 500 people joined, committed about $15 million. So quite a successful raise. Congratulations. In terms of the price, though, I think Void can launch at around $250 to $350 million in FTV and slowly going down in the days after. After 6 months, maybe the price of Void could approach the FTV price that they're selling on Cookie.fun, or even lower than that, at below $100 million in FTV. I am a little bearish because we already have 3 very successful perp dexes like Hyperliquid, Aster, and Lighter, and I don't think that we need a DEX aggregator at the moment. And if you look at Void's current metrics, the volume is not looking good. $300 million in 24-hour volume, peanuts compared to Aster and Hyperliquid and Lighter. and there's no revenue, no signs of profit, I think it's not looking good for Void at the moment. In the future, if they come up with new updates that can really attract liquidity, maybe things will change. But that's going to be my outlook for Void at the end of 2025 and approaching 2026. And that's it for my video about Void. We talked about what Void is, how it works, its token sale, tokenomics, and what my price prediction is for Void. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like and subscribe to CryptoNinjas for more contents like this, and comment down below what your price prediction for Void after TGE. Thank you very much for watching. Daily out.